Hello to my internet friends. We're doing a little bit of a palate cleanser here. We're playing a game called Kind Words. It's very different from you and me and her and everyone we've ever known in our entire lives because you just read letters posted by real people anonymously to the game, and then you can respond to them or write your own letters that other people can respond to. You don't have conversations, you just anonymously write something and then somebody anonymously responds, and that's as far as the exchange ever goes. It's a really unique idea, and it's really fun, and you get cool stickers like Captain Astronaut for being a good Samaritan. So here we go, we're gonna look at the requests. Gonna piggyback off of someone else's letter. I wanna hear your favorite simple but healthy and non-processed recipes. Bonus points for vegan, even though we're not. We're just lactose/gluten allergic. I am actually not going to answer this one because I sort of famously have the worst diet of all time. From the age of 20 to 25, every morning when I lived in New York City, I would have 2 pieces of yellow cake and an Arizona energy drink for 5 years straight, and that's really all I need to say about what kind of person I am. Write a poem about running out of poppy seed bagels for my 90-year-old grandmother. She has lived above a bagel shop for her whole life, and recently has begun making her own bagels, even in her fragile state. She loves bagels so much, thank you. Jay. Today, I ate the last bagel. I didn't know, while I was eating it, that it was the last bagel, but sadly, it was. Now, I have no more bagels, unless I bake more. Finally, my life has purpose. Do you bake bagels? Not sure, I don't know. And for a sticker, we will send our new one of this little guy who's some kind of adventurer. Perfect. Next one, please. I live in Mexico, and the next month, it looks like we are returning to our office. There is a big possibility that I will be amongst the first wave because I am the youngest of my area. I'm afraid to get infected. E. I think a lot of people are dealing with this exact issue right now. My state opened a lot sooner than other states, and I was not exactly thrilled about it. I understand that people need to get to work, and people, we're not exactly being provided for in the most ideal way. So I don't blame anybody for wanting to get out and wanting to go to work and all of that stuff. I want everybody to be safe, and I want everybody to follow the guidelines, and that's it, do the best you can do, and that's all you can hope for. Hi, E. I understand your fears. It's a very anxious time, and it must be very scary to be headed back to work as if things are normal when they're not. My advice is to wear a mask as much as possible. Wash your hands and use disinfecting wipes or hand sanitizer when possible. Try to be as safe as you possibly can, but don't let the anxiety of the situation keep you down. I know it's tough, but we'll get through this. Maybe it's a little... it's all very obvious, but it's kind of the best I got, sorry. Next one, please. How can someone cheat on you like it's nothing? All that time spent making wonderful memories gone. Wonder what's going in their head that makes them think cheating is okay. M. Ooh, this is a rough one. Being cheated on. Let me think. Hi, Em. It's very tough to be cheated on. But you have to remember, it's not a problem with you. It's a problem with the other person. I know you had wonderful memories together, and you might have grown very close, but they've shown very clearly that they don't truly care about you or your feelings. I know it's devastating when it happens, and incredibly hard to get over, so don't beat yourself up. One day, you'll find someone perfect for you. And let's give him this sick-looking germ or whatever that's supposed to be. Great, on to the next one. Any books or tips you can give to me for self-improvement? Thanks, guys. Books for self-improvement. Hi, G. I really like the book Your Erroneous Zones by Wayne Dyer. It goes in depth in all the ways we can cheat ourselves in life due to a lack of perspective. And another book called The Having by Ju-Yun Hong and So-Yun Lee. This book is about the philosophy behind making and enjoying money. I suggest it to everyone. Hope you like them. Do you guys haven't read those books, I definitely recommend them. They're very cool. Next, letter please. I no longer feel like myself anymore, as if I have lost touch to who I originally was. I no longer do the things I used to do, and I don't have the motivation to do anything other than acting like a different person via roleplay. From N. Wow. One of the things I really love about this game is that you have these human interactions that I don't think you could ever have anywhere else, because these are the kind of things that are very difficult to tell other people when they know who you are. And this is such a specific kind of feeling that I think it would be difficult to communicate to someone else in any other setting. So thank you for this, N. Now, let's respond. Hi, N. I've had moments in my life like this as well. Just remember, no matter where you are in life or what you're doing, you're always yourself. Whether you like yourself or hate yourself or don't know yourself, you're still yourself. In life, you can cut anyone out of your life you want to, except for yourself. So try to always be as kind and accepting of yourself as possible. I don't know if that was exactly how I wanted to say that, but I did my best. On to the next one. I'm hypersexual and I keep friends with benefits. Not to use the girl, just not ready for a relationship. Is that bad? I got kinda insulted by people telling me I needed to keep one girl. I don't want to do that because I will hurt her. I don't know what to do. C. Huh. Ooh, I don't know if I want to answer this one. Okay, you know what? I'll take a stab. Guys, it's a little much, but I'm gonna do it. And I don't want to shame this person. I want to be respectful of where they are in life. So let's do that, right? Hi, C. Whatever interactions you want to have with people, romantic, sexual, or platonic, I think it's best to be absolutely upfront about where you're coming from and what you're interested in. So long as the people you're forming relationships with know what you want out of a connection, hopefully you won't be taking advantage of them or hurting their feelings. Try to always be respectful and open in communicating what you both want. Let's go with whatever this little T on a guitar pick is. I've worked hard my entire life, but I don't know if putting in so much effort for so little outcome is worth it. I've been trying to stay productive in everything, but I don't know if people value me or just my work ethic. K. Ooh, I really like this question because I know a lot of hard workers in my life, and I know a lot of people who don't work very hard. And what's interesting is, I feel like from a young age, you're set up to believe that the people who work the hardest make the most money, or they're the happiest, or they're, the best off in life because of all this effort they put in. But that's not really true. It's not false, but it's not across the board 100% always true. I think hard work is always a good policy to have, but it's not the only ingredient to living a fulfilled life. Hi, Kay. Rather than focusing on simply working hard, I wonder if you might consider if the work you do means something to you. Is there something you'd rather be doing than the work you currently do? Are you doing the work you do for yourself or because of pressure from others? I know these are difficult questions to answer, but if you do something you truly love, it doesn't feel like such hard work. Follow your bliss, my friend. It's a little bit patronizing, guys, but it's really, it's ultimately how I feel. You can work hard at anything. I could go right now and say, I'm going to law school and I'm going to be a lawyer. But that would be incredibly hard for me, and I would get nowhere because, frankly, I don't have the head for all that. I can argue all day, but I don't care about the law in that way. It's not interesting to me whatsoever. That kind of stuff just makes my skin crawl and makes my head hurt. It feels like somebody's stabbing me in the head to read a law book. So, working hard should not be your end goal. Working on something that really matters to you should be your end goal in life. And I know not everybody is lucky enough to know what that thing is, or to be in a financial or family situation to necessarily do what they love. And that's okay. I'm not saying that you have to be doing what you love 100% of your life. But as long as you're inching towards what you love in life, little by little, eventually you'll get there. But if you just content yourself with doing hard work all the time and all that matters to you is that, whatever you're doing, you're working on it as hard as you can, you're gonna burn yourself out. Because I don't know. I mean, some things just don't matter to some people, and that's okay. And regardless of what you're doing in life, you should just try and feel as good about it as possible, I think. And sometimes it's very difficult. Next letter, please. I'm still pining over my first love. Why are they so hard to get over? Ironic part is that I was the one who decided to part ways, and it's something that I regret. A part of me thinks that if I didn't, we would have fell apart anyways. Ramble over, C. Ooh, first loves are always so difficult. Man. It's tough. It's always tough, C. Hi, C. I too occasionally think about my first love. But the older you get, the more you realize you're a totally different person than you were when you met them. And they're a totally different person now too. People change all the time, and the person you remember being so in love with probably isn't that same person anymore. Maybe that hurts to hear, but it's true. For now, try to love yourself as much as you can. If you weren't meant to be, that's okay. I feel like it's so hard to give advice because sometimes it just feels like you're talking down to the person, and that's not how I want to come across at all. I hate being talked down to, so I definitely, in responding to these, I don't want to sound like I'm looking down at the other person, I guess. Lockdown is easing here, and I'm worried that my workplace will expect me to return to the office soon. I have underlying health problems and don't feel safe traveling to and being in the office. I really hope I can still work from home. Peter. Ooh, this is a tough one, and again, I don't have a lot of insight on this one. And I think we kind of covered it in the first question. I'm gonna shoot off a quick reply. Hi P, I hope all goes well for you. Please try and have a conversation with your workplace about your health concerns. Hopefully, they'll work with you to keep you as safe as possible. If not, maybe it's time to start looking for other employment if that is at all possible. There are many things you can do online to make money if you have any internet skills. Hang in there, you'll make it. I don't feel great about that, but I don't have much else to say. And I just want to let this person know that like their worries are totally rational and it's a tough time. I get into arguments with my boyfriend for the littlest thing. It pisses me off and I blame myself in the end. I feel like our relationship is on and off. Real life, we seem to love each other, but online, we're fighting fire with fire. I hate this, V. Ooh, this is an interesting, I haven't heard a lot of this. I feel like usually I put on a better face online than I give off in person because I'm just like an awkward mess of bad social behaviors. So I've never heard of somebody saying that they fight online, but that they get along great in person. Huh. Hi, V. If the two of you get along better in person, maybe you should try limiting the amount of time you interact online. Maybe if you take a short break from all of the tension you have when talking online, you can then talk in person about why you fight so much. If you keep blaming yourself, maybe you should try talking to someone about what's going on with you that makes you lash out like this. It's never too late to fix things. We'll go with this little mad guy. Okay. One more. Dear receiver, how do you look for happiness and meaning in life when you're lost in your thoughts? I miss someone dearly but won't see them. Maybe forever. I don't know how to tell people I'm sad even though I smile. From L. Wow. It's again, I just want to reiterate for you guys, it's amazing to me how some of these cut so deep to what a person is experiencing in a way that I feel like people are just never this upfront about what they're carrying around with them every day. And it's a really beautiful and haunting and interesting and sad and wonderful way of engaging with other people where you're just going to be able to say one thing to them and then you're probably never going to hear from them ever again or know who they are or anything like that. It's such an interesting idea that these developers have come up with. Hi, El. I know what it's like to be lost in thought, and sometimes it's very hard to be happy. So first and foremost, don't beat yourself up for that. It's okay to tell other people you're sad, but it's also okay to not feel comfortable telling them. It's very difficult to miss people, and everyone has a different way of dealing with those feelings. Go easy on yourself and open up when you feel ready. Don't be afraid to get help. I hope that helps. That's a really heartbreaking letter. And we're gonna wrap it up there, guys. I really had a lot of fun doing this. I haven't played this game for a couple of months now, and I wasn't even sure it was still gonna be active. And that's one of the amazing things about this experience is that this is so helpful to certain people that they dip back in and there's still people sending their things out and, you know, doing their part, either sending answers or asking for answers. And it's such a meaningful platform, I feel like, that I don't see a lot of people talking about. And I think check it out. It's very cheap and it's so worth it if you're having a bad day and you need somebody to be there for you, or if you're having a good day and you want to share those feelings with somebody and help somebody else feel better. It's also amazing for that. I've never played this game and not felt better afterwards, and I just highly recommend it. It's a wonderful experience. The soundtrack is great, and everything about it is just really well thought out, and it really, I think it can be very useful for certain people. All that being said, guys, stay safe, stay as happy as you possibly can, and don't worry, Rat Lord, the torture will continue very shortly. Have a wonderful day, guys, or night, or whatever it is for you right now.